It's alright.
everybody is asked to stay at home and wash hands.
notion, the idea that Britain is 10 times drunker than it
And it should now be that we are live. Okay, so momentarily we're going to check. Say hello, everyone. Wave, 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 wave.
Everyone.
Okay, so the first important thing we need to do is just make sure that we ourselves can be heard. So this is the awkward bit, which prevents us from having the smoothest start to these live streams. Just make sure. Oh, I can be heard. So this is the awkward bit. So everyone else say something. So in a moment I'll know if you can be heard.
Oh, greetings from Manila.
So everyone else say something. So in a moment I'll know if you can be heard.
Hello.
Okay, I'm just going to trust that you guys can be heard. I can be heard, so I'm okay with that.
Hey, hey.
So, hello everyone watching out there in internet land, and welcome to the Extreme Improv XStreamed show. So this is a live streaming comedy show where you can give suggestions and we will make up scenes and other things based on your suggestions. So the first thing we're going to need, audience, the first thing we're going to need a suggestion of is a place of work. So everyone watching at home, give us a suggestion of a place of work. We need a suggestion of a place of work. Just as we're going to get these suggestions coming through, we're going to introduce ourselves. So, obviously on the show is me, I'm David Postansky, and we have a couple, well, 3 of our regular performers here with us with lots of other guests. So, first of all, say hello, Sam.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, that was Sam. Say hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave, which is accurate. Okay, and say hello, Alan.
Hello, Dave.
Excellent. Okay, joining us for the first time, we have Maximilian, or Max, I should say.
Hello, I'm Max.
Okay, Max, where are you from?
I'm from Uppsala, Sweden.
Okay, so we're going very international today. We're not just sticking with Sweden, though. So say, who else have we got that's international? I can't even read your names, guys, and I've instantly forgotten which is it. Say hello, Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Hello, how's it going? I'm from
Excellent.
Australia, and I'm excited to some extreme improv stuff.
Yep, then we have Francis.
Hi, my name is Jay. I am from the Philippines.
Oh, sorry, your name is just Jay. Sorry, okay, Jay from the Philippines, and I can't wait, after the Philippines, Australia and Sweden, Ruth, say hello, and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm actually from Oxford, but I am in self-isolation. Well, it's not really self-isolation, but I'm in Banbury. Actually, this is where my husband lives. Very great. I live in Oxford, he lives in Banbury. It works.
Well, there you go. So, we've got our cast of performers, and let's see if we've got any suggestions for our first game coming through. So, I've got David Green says, "Can you hear us?" Yes, Dave, we can. We have...
To the audience, if they can hear us.
Yep. We have Caitlin who says, "Yeah, Nicholas Joy." Okay, that is a great surname to have. And then then Caitlin also says a warehouse. So we have a suggestion for a warehouse. And the first game we're going to begin with will eventually have everyone in it. And it is what is known as a single syllable showdown. So for our new performers, please pay close attention because I'll explain the rules. A single syllable showdown is a two-hander scene. At any one time there will be two performers in this scene, but you are only allowed to speak single syllable words. So for example, you could say hi, but you could not say hello. You could say Dave, but you cannot say David because it has two syllables. Everything you say has to be single syllable words. If you say something that isn't a single syllable word, you'll be eliminated from the game. Couple of other rules: if you hesitate for too long, you'll be eliminated from the game. And lastly, if you have what we call a circular conversation, which just doesn't go anywhere, where you're repeating the same few words over and over again, you will in fact be eliminated from the game. So our first scene is set in a warehouse, and starting this off, we are going to have Dave and we are going to have Nicholas. So you are in a warehouse.
Awesome. The new guy doesn't know how to play.
Don't worry, guys. I'm actually hoping that some of the newbies will be cannon fodder that get eliminated quite quickly, so this game doesn't go on too long, so don't worry. Okay, Dave and Nick, here you go.
Did you find the stuff in the box?
Yes, I did. Did you?
It was your job.
Was it?
I think you'll find that is why we brought you in to this firm.
I don't rem...
Oh, we're going to say that's a elimination from the game. So, Nick, if you don't mind, if you are able to, could you just stop your video so we can do this in true elimination style, and we'll bring you back shortly, so don't disappear. Okay, entering the forum, let's have Ruth.
What is this here?
Why don't you know this?
You put it there.
I put it there so that
It is
you...
your fault.
How is it my fault?
It is your job to move boxes.
Oh, boxes is more than one syllable. So, Ruth, you are eliminated from the game. If you are able to stop your video just as we go through this elimination, we will now enter with Alan.
What is your job here?
Do you not know? Are you not the boss?
You must be new.
I feel new.
I wish I knew how that felt.
My mind is a blank slate.
There is nought in that head.
Oh, I'm going to say that's hesitation, Alan. So, Alan, you're eliminated. Max, join the fray.
I love this place. You should do. You own it.
One box? One more box?
That makes two.
You are good with math.
I am. But how good are you at it?
I will tell you. On a scale 1 to 10, 2.
Just two? You should think much more high of yourself. Oh no!
Oh, yes. Oh, Dave, you are eliminated. Jay, join the scene.
It's a good run.
Aye.
New box.
Yes. Brand new.
Why here?
It fits the wall.
Not there?
That's the door. Don't block door.
Hit it good. Make it fit.
Good point. I will try.
Pick it up.
See?
Good. Place it there.
I can do this all day. No issue.
Oh!
Oh, so you're eliminated there. Sam, join in.
Can you get that box from the top shelf for me?
Sure.
Thanks,
Here.
mate. This is a small box. I want the big one.
Why do you need the big box?
The boss wants it.
The boss knows not what needs to be done.
Look, the boss tells me, I tell you. That's how this works.
But I'm big boss.
You are not big boss.
Why not?
You are low down in this place.
But big boss says small things.
What does that mean?
Who knows?
That will pause, surely.
I thought you might know. Could you tell me?
Why don't you know? Should you not know?
The boss did not say it to me. He may have said it to you.
Now I tell you.
Look, I just want the big box from the top shelf. Give it to me now.
Fine.
Okay, I'm just going to pause this one here because we're both doing so well. So what I'm actually going to do, just so this game will come to an end, I'm going to say you both won, but so we have some sort of conclusion and a decisive winner, we're going to jump onto what is known as rock, paper, scissors over the stream. So, Sam and Jay, I will judge this. You're going to go rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot whatever you want, but you have to do it on the honor system blindfolded. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
I already had the blindfold.
Oh, look at that. They are both ready. Ready, and rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, try again. You're both on scissors. Ready? Here we go. What? And rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Sam, raise your hand. We can't see it. You're both on paper. One last time. Okay, make sure your hands raised, Sam. Make sure your hands raised. Ready? And rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, Sam, you win with paper in the end. Everyone else, you can come back onto the stream. Well done. Sam, you just steal that at the end.
That was intense.
It was intense. So, the next game we're going to play... I should have asked for the next suggestion here. The next game we're going to play, we need a suggestion of a secret you wouldn't want someone to find out. So, please put into the suggestions on the comments a secret you wouldn't want someone to find out. A secret you wouldn't want someone to find out. Put that into the suggestions. When we got a couple of these coming through, we will move on to our next game, which is called Verbatim. And
Why
the
is there a lamp on your head?
Who?
Alan's got that lamp.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Well, it's just me. Can I hear a dog in the back?
I can hear a dog as well. It's not my... Who has a dog?
There's a dog going absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's me.
No worries, no worries.
Me and my dog. I'm just gonna mute this one for a while.
No, it's cool. Bring the dog on. Bring the dog on. We'd love to see it. Okay, so we've got a couple of suggestions. So Steve says, I am a secret Justin Bieber fan. I quite like
My
that.
girlfriend's cat.
You got a cat?
It's my cat. Yeah, my girlfriend's cat.
I have a pony.
Distracting me.
So, you know, we have all sorts here.
Hear what he said, David.
Okay,
Hear
so
what he said.
the suggestions we've got coming through. Steve says, I am a secret Justin Bieber fan. Caitlin says an affair with best friend's girlfriend. Okay, so I'm going to combine these ideas. The next game is going to be a scene about a secret affair with Justin Bieber. A secret affair with Justin Bieber is the next idea. So the next game, though, is a game called Verbatim, and to begin this, I think we are going to have Sam. You can start this one off. You ended the last one, but you can start this one. So, Sam, you will have 30 seconds. Guys, you don't need to drop out of this because we're going to put it onto speaker view, so don't worry about dropping out. Sam, you will have 30 seconds to do a dramatic monologue on the theme of having a secret affair with Justin Bieber. You are going to have a secret affair with Justin Bieber, and you will have 30 seconds, and here you go.
Well, listen, when I was 13, I had my first love, and I had to keep it a secret. There was no way I could tell anyone about it. It was with Justin Bieber. No one would want to reveal that to the world, would they? He came over to me and he was like, baby, 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 ooh, and I just fell in love straight away. What could I do? Everyone would feel exactly the same way if Justin Bieber came to you and did that, and now I can't tell anyone, man. I'm not allowed.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done, everyone. Give a round of applause to Sam. Okay, we are going to move this game on, though, because in a game of Verbatim for our viewers watching at home, the way it works is another performer will now have 30 seconds to try to recreate Sam's original performance as precisely as they can. And for this, I would like Ruth. You now will have 30 seconds to recreate Sam's monologue as precisely as you can. And here you go.
Well, listen to this. When I was 13, I had like my first secret love, and the thing is, it was Justin Bieber. Now, I can't have told anyone that. It was like he just came up to me and he started singing, baby, baby, oh baby, and I obviously I couldn't have told anyone that. So that was my secret love.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done, Ruth. Well done. Very good indeed. So let's next have Max. You will now have 30 seconds to recreate Ruth's recreation of Sam's original monologue. So once again, for clarity for yourself and our audience watching at home, Max is not trying to recreate Sam. He is trying to recreate the performance of Ruth. So in your own time, here you go.
When I was 13, I had my first love, and it was Justin Bieber, and he just came up to me and started singing, baby, 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 and I couldn't tell anyone that. Like, how could I?
There's 9 seconds left.
And just to make it really, really clear, I couldn't tell anyone that because it was Justin Bieber.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done. So in this game of Verbatim, as we always do, we're going to take things full circle. But just before we go on to this final round of this game, I'm just going to tell our audience at home that we need you to vote who you think's done the best recreation of what came before. So don't vote yet. In a moment, Sam is now going to have the opportunity to go full circle, and he will recreate Max's recreation of Ruth's recreation of his original monologue. Now, just for clarity, Sam's original monologue will not be up for scrutiny here. It's all about who does the best recreation. So don't vote until you've seen Sam's recreation, but then as soon as you've seen it, start putting into the comments if you think the best recreation came from Ruth, if the best recreation came from Max, or if the best recreation came from Sam. Sam, are you ready?
Yep.
Here you go.
Well, when I was 13, I had my first love. It was with Justin Bieber. I couldn't tell anyone. He came to me, he was like, baby, baby, baby. I couldn't tell anyone. It was with Justin Bieber. How could I do that? How could I tell anyone?
You have 14 seconds.
Oh, so just to make it clear, it was with Justin Bieber, and I couldn't tell anybody because it was with Justin Bieber. How could I tell anyone?
Okay, and that is 30 seconds. And well done, Sam, there. Okay, so, audience, we need to know from you guys who you think did the best recreation of what came before. So, just whilst we wait to see any votes coming through, then let's just see who you think did the best. So, what vote for me, please. I'll buy cookies, says Nicholas. Okay, so that would be amazing if Nicholas somehow won this game. I'm almost tempted that if the wrong person wins, that they should somehow still get it. But okay, so Nicholas.
I would also like to know if I sound like that.
Yes, I can confirm. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. I think Sam has to get it because he really, really did the whole impersonation beautifully.
Yeah. Okay, so Nicholas, I'm now just captivated trying to read your screen. Vote for me, please. Oh, it's still the same message. Okay. So, Nick votes for Nick. Dave, who do you think did the best recreation?
I'll go with Sam for the pauses and the constant. It was with Justin Bieber. The recreation of that was right.
Okay, Alan, who would you go for?
I think the only vote that matters here is Justin Bieber's.
I agree. Jay, do you have any opinion? He's muted, so unfortunately he has silenced himself.
Ask the dog.
That was brilliant.
Okay, excellent. So we now do have some votes coming through. So let's see who the winner is. So we've got Jane says great job Sam on Facebook. Caitlin says Sam. Samuel says I vote for Nicholas. Excellent. So you get one there, Nick. So we've got Steve says Sam and Brittany on Facebook says Max. So we're going to call it that Sam, you have won that. So 2 games in a row. Okay, let's see. If you are friends of these other performers and you want them to win, you need to vote to get in the chat. If you aren't friends of them...
Second, I didn't even play, so I'm really happy.
Well, that's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, joint for second. Right, but we are going to do another one of these. And in fact, I won't jump into this one just because of the numbers, but we're now going to do a 4-round version of Verbatim, which has never been attempted before. And starting this will be yourself, Nick. So, audience, we need another suggestion. This time we need a suggestion of a precious object, but not a diamond or a ruby. Something a bit more creative. What's an item that could be something you think to be precious, but not like a jewel of some kind? So we need a suggestion coming through from our audience of a precious object to yourself. Just whilst we're waiting for these to come through, I'm going to say if you're watching this in the UK or anywhere that's got a vaguely similar time frame to the UK, we're going to have another show this evening at 9 p.m. UK time, and we'll have another show tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Let's just see what we've got. An heirloom painting. I quite like that as an idea. So Nick, I would like you to do a 30-second dramatic monologue on the theme of an heirloom painting. Oh, we've got a couple more coming through. A blender and a cuddly toy from my dead dad. That's really sad, Emma Stroud. An heirloom painting. Can we combine these? Someone said sick. I kind of agree. We're going to leave it at an heirloom painting, I think.
Painting of your dad's stuffed toy in a blender.
Okay. Oh, now hang on. She meant sock. She wasn't saying sick. She wrote sock. Why is a sock precious to you? That's what I want to know. Okay, we're going to combine these in. I like your thinking here, Alan. So we're going to make this an heirloom painting of your dead dad's precious sick blender. I can't even remember all of this and I just said it. So, Nick, you're going to have 30 seconds to do with this whatever you can. And
Alrighty.
Here
We'll see how this goes.
go.
Dad, just looking at the painting, it just makes me think, how was your blender sock machine such a disaster? I mean, I didn't think it'd be the end of you. I didn't think you'd die from a sock blender. But I will live on. I will complete your mission to make the best ever sock blender in the history of the world. I'm not gonna let you down, Dad.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done, Nick. Okay, so now, Alan, you will have 30 seconds to recreate Nick's original monologue as precisely as you can. And here you go.
Oh, God, Dad, just looking at this painting, it makes me think, what happened with the sock blender? I never thought a sock blender could be the end of you. Maybe you should have taken your feet out of the socks before you blended them. But still, I'm not going to let you down, Dad. I'm going to make the best sock blender there's ever been. I'm going to give it to Crocodile Dundee.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done, Alan. Okay, excellent. So we're now going to... Okay, so we're going to move things on. So Jay, you will now have 30 seconds to recreate Alan's recreation of Nick's original monologue. So for clarity, you're not recreating Nick, you are just recreating the performance of Alan. And here you go.
Oh my God, Dad, I do not know why you had to... Why was this sock blender so important to you? Why? Why did you have a painting made out of you? In the sock blender, in your socks, in the blender. Maybe you should have taken the socks yourself out of the socks first before you use the blender. Don't worry, Dad, I'm going to continue your legacy and I will make the best sock blender combo and give it to Crocodile Dundee.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done. Okay, so now Dave, you're going to take this thing into overdrive. We've never gone on to a fourth person before. But Dave, you will now have to recreate Jay's recreation of Alan's recreation of Nick's original monologue. And here you go.
Oh my God, Dad, I cannot believe, I cannot believe that you left the blender in the back, and I cannot believe that you get your stuff stuck in the blender. You should have taken the sock out of the blender, and had the blender, you wouldn't have got blended. But it's okay. I will make sure that I live up to your life, and I will always make sure that Crocodile Dundee has something to do with it.
Excellent stuff. Well done there, Dave. Perfect impression of the dog. Okay, so now we're going to take things. We're going to take things.
You made this really hard for me. You know that, right?
Okay, we are going to take things full circle. So once again. Okay, once again for everyone watching at home, after this next round where Nick is going to recreate Dave's recreation of Jay's recreation of Alan's recreation of his original monologue, we need you to vote on who did the best recreation of what came before. So for clarity, Nick's original monologue is not up for scrutiny, but put in the comments if you felt the best recreation came from either Alan, from Jay, from Dave, or from Nick. And here, Nick, you go.
Dad, it's a... And it's just... I can't believe that... Trying to get this blender and... I'm not going to let you down. I mean, I can't believe this. It's just... Oh, man. Oh, I can't believe this was the end of it. I'm going to... Trying to make the best sock blender and then... And Crocodile Dundee's going to have something to do with it. And something else because I can't remember the rest of the monologue. That's it. That's the end. I forget.
Well done, and that is 30 seconds. So, audience watching at home, we now need to know who did the best recreation of what came before. So put into the comments if you felt that Nick did the best recreation. Put into the comments Dave if you felt you liked Dave's the most. Put Jay if you liked Jay's the most. That one's the easiest to type. And also put Alan if you liked Alan's the most. Just whilst we're getting these votes coming through, Max, who did you think did the best recreation there?
Well, David, I have to be honest. I thought Dave's edition of the dog was quite the novelty. So I'm going to go with Dave.
Okay, Ruth, who do you give it to?
I agree. For me, it was Dave with the dog. I think that clinched it for me.
Okay, Sam, do you have any thought before we go to the comments?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Dave's, but Nick's going to buy me cookies, so I'm voting for Nick.
Excellent. Okay, let's see. In the comments, we have some votes coming through, and let's see if we can get to them. Okay, so we have Steve says Nick for the high energy. So thank you, Steve. Caitlin says Nick. Okay, excellent. So
That's 3 votes, right?
that's one vote. Mara says Jay with 3 exclamation marks. So I don't know what that counts for. Luke Rice on Facebook says Nick was the best. No. So is that a vote or not a vote? Nick was the best. No.
I know Luke, so that's just his way of voting. He's just like that.
He cannot speak English. Okay. Luke also says, nah, Nick, the hell, is he Australian? Because it kind of reads in Australia. Nah, Nick, the hell. Right, okay, and then Jane says Dave wins. Okay, so that's 1
Can I
for...
just say that Nicholas is an unfair advantage because in Australia voting is mandatory.
I very much like that. Okay. And then, hang on, Luke, we're getting a lot from Luke. I like Luke here. So Luke says, no cap, that's what I meant. No cap.
He put a cat emoji.
I don't understand still. Okay, but he says, laugh my arse off. So, I'm lost. Okay, then Caitlin is just laughing with an emoji. And Jane says, loves the dog edition. But I think we can clearly say that, Nick, you won that round. So well done, Nick. So look at that. We're now going to move on to our next game, which is going to be a 3-hander, in fact. So let's have myself, because I haven't done something in a little while. We're going to have, let's have Max, and let's have Alan. So myself, Max and Alan are going to do this next game, and it's what's known as Alliteration Anarchy. And the way this works is, first of all, we're going to need a suggestion for something you're scared of. So put into the comments something you are scared of. Okay, and this is going to be Max, Alan and myself, and possibly Jay, because I don't think he can perhaps hear to mute his screen. Okay, is he going to run away? Is he staying? Hi there, Jay. Jay, you can stay if you want. You can stay. Right, that's how people get into these games. You just don't leave. Okay, so we need a...
Is your dog alright?
Yes, the dog is alright.
Right, gone very quiet.
Right, okay, so we're going to need a suggestion of something you're scared of, and in this game we're each going to be assigned a letter of the alphabet, and as much as possible in this scene which we're going to perform, we have to begin as many words as we can with the letter we have been assigned. So for example, if I was assigned the letter S, I would have to begin as many words that I can with the letter S. If you're assigned the letter P, then you have to begin as many words as you can with the letter P. So also in the viewers at home, we need suggestions of a letter of the alphabet for each of us. So if you want to say David is assigned the letter S, write David and S. If you want to say J is assigned the letter L, write J and L. That might be confusing, and so on and so forth. Let's see what suggestions we've got coming through. So very big cats. Okay, so Olaf says that the scene could be about very big cats. Charlotte on Facebook says clowns. Sam says, replying to Charlotte, I think you mean the smiling man. I have no idea what that means. Butterfly says Jane. And, okay, Sam and Charlotte are now just having a conversation with each other, so good for them. But, let's see what we've got. So we're going to do a scene about...
matchmaking!
Yeah, exactly. We're going to do a scene about very big cats. Let's see. Jane says that J has the letter K, which is a tough letter, so good luck with this, Jay. Just for clarity for our performers, you can say other words that don't begin with your letter, but try to hit as many that do as possible. So, J, you have the letter K. Caitlin says Max is the letter W, so it's just Alan and myself now need letters assigned. We're going to see if anything comes through. If not, I will take another one that we've already got, because we have 2 suggestions for J. And I'm going to say that Okay, Alan, I'm going to give you the letter W because that was suggested. So, Alan, begin as many words with the letter W as you can.
Doesn't Max already have W?
What?
Doesn't Max already have W?
Oh, sorry. Okay, so yes, he does. Alan, we're going to get you a brand new letter. Okay, so I've been given the letter V.
I think one V.
Got a letter for you, Dave.
Yeah, okay. I have been given the letter V, and Alan, you have been given the letter P. So, my letter is V. Jay, what's your letter?
K.
Max, what's your letter?
W.
W. And Alan, what letter do you have?
P.
And it's going to be about very big cats. And here we go. Victor!
Wow, what a wild cat!
Victor! Violence! The violence!
Wounded arm.
Yes, it's...
Perfunctory perusal of these pussycats suggests we should be petrified.
It's very wounded! Victor is very wounded! I'm wounded, Victor!
Perhaps a
Kool-Aid
plaster?
always hits the spot. Kool-Aid always hits the spot.
Why? Why do you say this?
Kaleidoscopically.
What if we would come together with your wound?
What if we would come together with my wound? Ugh!
Perhaps it's prohibited to ejaculate into the wounded man's arm. Personally, I prefer not to.
Kale. Try kale.
Ejaculate into the wound? It's not a vagina!
Well,
I will die! I will be like a vegetable soon!
QP mayonnaise. It would work.
why worry?
Where are all of the V lines?
Please don't take that peremptory tone with us, you prick.
Cages.
Wow.
The sea lions are in cages.
Victor! That's what I say to you, Victor!
Wow!
Cool.
Paramedics are here.
Vernon! Thank God you're here, Vernon! Vernon, meet Victor! He's helped me with my wound!
Keep him well.
Wonderful.
Hamper him.
And scene! We'll stop that one there. So, well done, everyone. Audience, we want to know, who do you think made the best use of their letter? So, if you felt it was me, put the name David. If you felt it was Jay, put the letter J. If you felt it was Max, just write Max. And if you felt it was Alan, write Alan. So, other performers, you can come back onto the screen and we'll get ready for our next game momentarily. So, let's find out from our audience who we felt did the best with their letter. So, first of all, we've got Mara says on Facebook. Mara Ruffino says, "Oh my goodness, what is happening?" I think we were all thinking that, Mara. Okay, Jane says, "David wins." Thanks, Mum. Okay, let's see. Steve says, "Alan." Olaf says, "Alan." I just want to know, one, is Olaf a snowman? And two, is this rigged voting? So Charlotte says Max. Caitlin says David had the accent stroke lisp. I wasn't putting on a lisp. Oh no, apparently I've got a lisp.
Wait, Caitlin gave me the letter and then she didn't support me?
Yeah, but Caitlin says David had the accent stroke lisp, but otherwise Alan. So it looks like, okay, so there's 2 votes for David, and 1.5 votes for David, 2.5 votes for Alan, I guess, and 1 vote for Max. So going once. Jay, you need to get your people on here to vote for you. You need to get all your friends. So, also, whilst we're just waiting to see if there are any more votes coming through, audience, if you're enjoying the show and you would like to help us grow and have more people watch this, if you're on Facebook, by all means, click that share button. It will put it onto your public profile wall, and other people will be able to watch along with you. Also, if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to see when we've got all of the future streams coming up. So, let's just have a look. Any more votes coming through? Olaf says, I've been known as a snowman occasionally. That sounds almost a bit innuendo-like. I don't understand. Okay, Mara says Jay. So, Jay, you get a vote. But I'm going to say, Alan, you have won that with 2.5 votes. So, well done, Alan. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need from everyone watching are suggestions of characters and things that they are either happy or sad about. We'll swap it happy or sad back and forth because we're going to go on to what is known as an extreme monologue. An extreme monologue will be performed one at a time by everyone, and they will have to attempt to speak for as long as possible. There is no end to this unless they go wrong. To speak for as long as possible, but they are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever, and they are also not allowed to hesitate, which we count as saying things like or extended pauses. If they break either of these two rules, then they will be out of the game, and we will judge to see who can go for the longest time. So we're going to start with Jay. Jay, you will start this round. I'm just going to follow who's on the screen, and I will put us back onto speaker view, and we're going to see what characters we've got coming through. So, audience, keep putting suggestions for lots of characters because we're going to need 8 of them for this round. So we need lots of characters, and we need suggestions of things that they are either happy or sad about. So lots of fictional characters. It could be real people as well, we don't mind. But let's get lots of characters suggested through. If we don't get one soon, I will have to go to us. So we have Justin Bieber coming through. Justin Bieber is spelt wrong, but good attempt there, Jane. Okay, so Jay, you are Justin Bieber, and you are sad about Easter. So I'm going to put you on speaker view. And the idea, once again, for any of our new performers and for any viewers at home, Jay is about to attempt to do a monologue as Justin Bieber being sad about Easter. But he is not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. He is also not allowed to hesitate, which we count as an extended pause, or saying things like or If he breaks either of these rules, any of the rest of us can call out freeze, and if it's a correct challenge, that is the end of the round. Whoever has the longest time at the end of all of the performers will win the round. So Jay, here you go.
Why does Easter have to come so early? It's the middle of spring. It is...
It! Repetition of it! Okay, so we get a repetition of it, and we'll say that is 11 seconds. Okay, so that is 11 seconds. Let's see what other characters we've got coming through. We have Mara suggests Chucky the doll. So the Chucky doll, I guess, from the Child's Play films, and I'd say that they are sad about autocorrect we've got coming through. Okay, so the Chucky doll is sad about autocorrect, and let's say doing this next is going to be Dave. Dave, you are the Chucky doll, you are sad about autocorrect, and here... Oh, I didn't stop the timer before. Here you go.
I got a great phone, but man, it plays havoc in mine own head. The words change all the time. I try to say sick.
Repetition of that, and you are on 14 seconds by my timer. So well done. Let's see what next characters we've got coming through. So the next character I can see that we've got. Oh, I don't know if I can scroll this properly. Let's just see. Yep. Okay, so I've got Santa Claus. We've got lots of good characters coming through. We have Santa Claus coming through, and Santa Claus is sad about Sam not loving him. So, okay, Ruth, let's say you are Santa Claus, and you are sad because Sam doesn't love you. So let's see what you can do with this, and in your own time, here you go.
Ho ha hee ho! Sam, why don't you love me? Everybody should be in affectionate comfort with Santa, Father Christmas.
With.
Oh, repetition of with, and I stopped the timer and didn't see how long it was going because I accidentally pressed it. Any ideas? How long did she manage, guys?
Let's go for 10 minutes, 22 seconds.
Okay, in fact, hang on. We are going because there's a slight time delay. I will be able to get this Ruth's exact time in a second. So just before Ruth comes on, I'll give the correct time in a second for Ruth. But let's say next performing will be Alan. Alan, you are going to be Jeff Goldblum. I love that. Is the best suggestion we've ever had for an impression. So you will be Jeff Goldblum, Alan. Let's find out what you are happy about this time. Let's say happy because we've had a lot of sadness. So let's say you are happy about Zoom meetings. So Alan, you are, in fact, you definitely are Jeff Goldblum, and you are happy about Zoom meetings. And here you go.
Well, the thing that I'm happiest about with Zoom meetings is, even though coronavirus has stopped us all from getting along, life finds a way.
Sorry, that's gotta be.
Oh, was he saying hesitation? Okay, one second. That was 20. So 25 seconds, but Alan, you are at 26 seconds by my clock. So Alan, you have taken the lead by 1 second there. And I liked what you were doing, because even though you did do the or that is actually completely correct Jeff Goldblum vernacular.
Thank you.
So you were in the lead with 26 seconds though. But you did do two of his sort of thing, so I will say that's a repetition of Jeff Goldblum hesitation. Okay, so next up, who haven't we had? Let's have Max up next. So Max, let's say that you are... I don't think you're going to know who Phil Mitchell is, Max, so we'll get a different one. Let's get... Do you know who Cate Blanchett is?
Cate Blanchett? Actress?
Yeah, okay, you should have just said no, but now you're going to be Cate Blanchett. Let's find out. Okay, let's say that you are sad about a lollipop. You have lost your lollipop. So, Max, you are Cate Blanchett. You have lost your lollipop. And here you go.
I just came back from outdoors, walking, and lollipop gone. The only one left. Love them. There's no more. Movies shit now without candy. Tell me what to do. I'm at a loss without sugar in hard form. So help. And otherwise, I commit.
Repetition of I.
Repetition of I at 42 seconds. That was outstanding.
I would just like to point out, English is my second language.
Oh!
Rub it in, thanks.
Okay, but what I think that means is basically, Max, that means you only know so many words and you just listed them. So I don't know if that should count.
Yeah, just go from top to bottom, yeah.
Okay, who haven't we had? Okay, I will go next. Let's have someone choose a character for me, one of the other performers. We've got
You are.
Phil Mitchell.
Phil Mitchell. Well, I have just shaved my head, so I think I should go for this. Okay, I'm Phil Mitchell, and what am I happy or sad about, guys?
You are sad about going to Hogwarts.
I'm sad about going to Hogwarts. Right, okay. And here I go. Oh, hang on. Where's my timer? Where's my timer? Wait. We're going to wait for the timer.
Repeated, where's my timer?
No, screw you. Here we go. Right. So, anyway, I went to this school because my kid was travelling on a train and he fell through a wall and I got there.
Repetition of A.
What?
A school, A train.
Oh, screw you guys. Okay, so I'm going to say that was at least 18 seconds for me. So, okay, it's not enough to win it. But we are going to move on. Let's have Sam. You can go next. Let's find out a character for you. And Sam, let's say you are Peppa Pig. We have suggestion of Peppa Pig. We still might need 1 or 2 more suggestions, guys. Oh, hang on. So we've got Peppa from Mamma Mia, and then from Caitlin, and then Mara says Peppa Pig. Let's see if we can just combine these. So let's say you are Peppa Pig.
My age range.
Yeah, you are Peppa Pig performing as Peppa from Mamma Mia.
The character in the musical Mamma Mia who flirts with Tanya on the beach.
Oh, do you know what? I don't know if I want you to do this now, Sam. I think Nick should do this. Because I feel like you know... Yeah, I think, Nick, you know who Peppa from Mamma Mia is.
Yeah,
So,
I played him in a musical.
oh, amazing. Okay, so, Nick, this is your destiny. You are Peppa Pig performing as Peppa from Mamma Mia. Right, and let's get the timer for you.
Sorry, what am I happy or sad about?
No, nothing. You are just going to be Peppa Pig performing as Peppa from Mamma Mia. You can decide if this is a happy or sad moment in your life. And here you go.
Tanya! What are you doing here? I haven't seen you on the beach for a while.
You, repetition of you, 7 seconds. Ah, Nick, you talked yourself into that game and then we didn't get very far. It was good though, it was good. So, Sam, you are now
It's
up.
like watching the movie.
It was like watching the movie. So, okay. Oh, we've got a good character for you here, Sam. So Sarah says Gene Hunt, which is from Life on Mars. Gene Hunt. You are Gene Hunt. Okay. And let's see what you're happy or sad about. You are happy about travel bans. Sam, you are Gene Hunt. You are happy about travel bans. And here you go.
Right, if there's one thing that I really like, it's not going abroad. People should stay at home. Listen to the advice. It is right to be...
Oh, repetition of 2 at 24 seconds. Well done, Sam. Do you know what? I do get the feeling after that Gene Hunt should actually take over as Prime Minister and he'd sort this country out. Right, okay.
Philip Glenister.
Yeah, okay, so Max, you won that. Take a moment just to thank the people or something. Take your moment.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, and that's enough of that. So, okay. We're going to go back to the group view. And earlier on we had a group game with myself, Alan, and who else was in it? Jay and Max. So now let's have a four-hander with Ruth, Nick, Dave and Sam. So if the rest of us drop out of this, I will stay on just for a moment to explain what we're doing. Audience, we're going to play a game of Styles Clash. And the way Styles Clash, and basically it's our version of film and theatre styles. So what we're going to need through this is we're going to need lots of suggestions of different genres of film, theatre or television for them to continue in. But because it's a Styles Clash, we don't limit ourselves just to suggestions of film and television styles. We will also need suggestions of accents, and we will also need a suggestion of animals. And they will continue the scene periodically in the style you have suggested, be it a different animal, a different accent, a different film, theatre or television style. So start giving those suggestions. And the last thing, well actually the first thing we will need a suggestion of is we will need a suggestion of something you would like to achieve in your life. So we're going to get a suggestion of something you would like to achieve in your life, and this will be our penultimate game before we come on to our finale, where we will need lots more characters from you. So do hold on to that and start thinking up characters for that. We're just going to see if I've got any suggestions of scenario coming through. So we have got some suggestions of genres coming through, which is good. And okay, and we're getting different genres coming through. So the thing we need is just, where is this, what is something you would like to achieve in your life? Nirvana I've got. I think that was what you would like to achieve. Don't know how you'll play that one. Buying a house. You get Nirvana when you buy a house. We will take that as the suggestion. This is a scene about buying a house. You four are in it. Every so often I will stop and start the video of myself, just so I can take and give a new suggestion for you. And here you go.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Giles, how are you doing today?
Fantastic, thank you.
Oh, it's so wonderful to be here.
And who's this little scamp here crying away?
This is little Johnny. Johnny's just going to be with us for now. We just sort of had to take him from his actual parents for a little bit of a break, but he's not going to become the household.
Oh, it's all right. Well, I'm going to help move today, aren't you?
Freeze! Okay, freeze, guys. Freeze. Okay, we're going to come to a suggestion of a genre of film or theatre. We're going to see what we've got. So now continue this scene as if it were a documentary. And here you go.
Well, as the new tenants enter the house, they find themselves surrounded by nothingness. Let's see how they react.
I thought I would walk in that house, I was expecting furniture, some couches, even some food in the cupboard, but there was nothing. Nothing at all.
It was like a desert. We walked through every room and nothing. Little Johnny could run around, couldn't you, darling?
It was so big everywhere, I just wanted to run around.
And freeze! Okay, we're going to continue this in another style, and let's say the style you're going to continue this in is an American 80s soap opera. Soap opera, and here you go.
God damn it, Delia. What are you gonna tell? What are you gonna tell him about us?
What about us? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry,
What
Jeff.
do you know about?
Me and Delia, we had an affair.
No!
Freeze! Okay, we're going to continue this in another style. This time, I would like you all to continue it with a Welsh accent. And here you go.
Yes, there we are.
Ma'am, can we go
Welsh.
down the shops, please? I'd like to go down
No,
the shops.
later. We just gotta fix this problem first.
What part of
What's
Wales
the
are you
answer?
from?
New South Wales!
Well, it's from New South Wales. I'm from Swansea. And Delia's from... Where are you from? Oh, Delia's from
I'm
frozen
so
over there.
shocked. She's so shocked she can't move.
You're shocked.
Disappeared. Are we
What's
going
that
to
about?
buy this house here?
Well, maybe there's not going to be a house today, Johnny.
Freeze! I would like you to continue this as an art house film. Continue.
Well, we go into the house and it's all white.
It is all white. All white.
I think that Johnny has attached himself to the wall.
Wow. Extreme improv as well. That's very exciting.
I just wanted to join in that as well. So freeze! Okay, I would now like you to continue this. We'll have a couple more. Let's have you continue this as if it is Stingray. Continue this as if it is Stingray. So Thunderbirds, basically. Here you go.
Oh, alright, okay.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what, This white room seems to be very peculiar. Let's get in the submarine and dart over to headquarters.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks.
This house has a pool. I wonder how big it is.
Ah,
Ooh. Yeah.
watch out for that giant monster in there, though.
Oh, monster. Where?
There's a monster.
Freeze! This is very apt. So, and this last one, I would like you to end on a Geordie Japanese monster movie. So, a Geordie Japanese monster movie. Okay, and here you go.
Oh, what are we gonna do? This monster is gonna be here and it's gonna take us.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either.
Oh, God,
It's so scary.
And scene! Everyone can come back. So, well done, everyone. Give them a big round of applause. So, we're going to move rapidly on to our final game. No, in fact, our penultimate game. So, I am going to add in one final game before our finale. But we'll make it a quick finale, just because we are going to do our favourite game ever, which is called Dance Off. And before we do Dance Off, I love it, Alan. I love what you're doing right now. Keep up the good work. Okay, before we do Dance Off, we need a suggestion of a profession. We're going to do a dance of the what? So we need a suggestion of what kind of dance we are going to do, and we are going to do a dance of the something. So I need a suggestion of what kind of dance we are going to do. I might just take one, because it's a bonus thing, I might take one from the previous suggestions, in fact. So if you're suggesting something now and we haven't taken it yet, just because I'm seeing we might be still a little bit behind on the stream. Oh, okay, we've got a suggestion. Dance of the Bricklayer. I like that a lot. So we're going to do a Fosse dance of the Bricklayer. I quite like that as well. Okay, so I don't know if I could... Okay, I don't know if I've got music to support that. I'll just use whatever the music I had earlier on the stream was. Okay, so hopefully all of us will hear music, and then audience, once we have finished this dance, you need to vote on who you think did the best dance, which is the dance of the Fosse Bricklayer. And let's take this back.
Was that Frosty?
Fosse, like Bob Fosse. So,
Well, I'll make something up.
okay, go for it. Okay,
I'm in the same boat, Max.
don't worry. Here we go. Okay, and we will stop that one there. So, we will stop that one there. So, well done, us audience. Who do you think did the best dance of the Bricklayer? Okay, so we'll see what votes we get coming through. This is where the ratings come in, guys. So, Mark Hobbs says love it with 2 hearts. Lorna says Dave Green. So, Dave, you are like our dance champion. This is a recurring theme. Okay, Jose Finn, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, I apologise, says Max. Mara says fabulous, everyone. Okay, excellent.
Can we all get a vote?
Jane says, yeah, we all get one vote. Jane says Dave. Nina says Dave. Philip says loving Max's dance steps. Mark says Dave. Caitlin says this is a tough one. Jane says well done one and all. So I think though I read so Dave, Max, Dave, Max, Dave. So that's 4-2. Caitlin says Ruth. Okay, I'm going to call it, if we don't get another vote, that brings it forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dave, you win that round. So well done, Dave. The undisputed dance champion of the all. Right, okay.
Just through a lack of competition.
Okay. Oh, and Sam says Sam. Okay, so the last game we're going to play, guys, is what's known as an impression battle tournament. So we're going to have a tournament of doing impressions, and the things we need from our audience now is we need suggestions of well-known characters from fiction. Could be real people, that's fine, as long as they're well-known. And we also need suggestions of unusual things for these characters or people to be doing. So, for example, you could suggest that the character is Super Mario, and the unusual thing for him to be doing is his tax return. You could also suggest someone from real life, like Henry VIII, and an unusual thing for him to be doing would be using his smartphone. So we need suggestions of well-known characters and unusual things for them to be doing, and we will have a tournament to decide who is the Extreme Improv XStreamed champion today. So we've got some suggestions coming through, and let's just see what we've got. So lots of things. So Mark Hobbs says Dave Town. So Dave, you still have another vote there. Just as these suggestions are coming through, I just want to remind everyone at home that we will have another show tonight in the UK at 9 PM. You can watch it anywhere in the world, but it's 9 PM UK time, and another one tomorrow evening at 9 PM. By all means, please, if you're enjoying this show and watching it, share it. If you're watching it, you can share it right now, and then other people will help discover it. Also, go click like on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Extreme Improv, and go hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Extreme Improv. If you hit that subscribe button, it'll only take you about 10 seconds to go and do it, and it will help us a lot. And then the bonus for you is you'll be able to see all of these cool shows as they come up. So we've got lots of characters coming through. Let's see, do we have any things that they're doing? Yes, we do. So as well as characters, we need things that they are doing. So we're going to start with our first battle, our first impression battle. First up will be Nicholas. Nicholas, I would like to see you do an impression. Oh, you've got to have this one. It's apt for you. We're going to have, from Steve, suggesting Dame Edna Everidge. You are Dame Edna. So, not Steve, Nick, we would like you to do an impression of Dame Edna. Let's find out what you are doing. You are gardening. You are Dame Edna gardening. I'm going to put us back on to speak of you, so everyone else can stay at the top. So, you are Dame Edna, you are gardening, and here you go.
Oh, what are the lovely flowers? Let's go and put a pot in.
Ah, excellent. What else do I have to plant? Oh, I've got some flanger bellies. There we go, flanger bellies. Excellent. Oh, darling, I like this one. I got some sunflowers. Let's put the sunflowers right on in there. Excellent. Ooh, what else do we have?
Okay, I'm going to say that one there. Well done, Nick. Well, I've got to say, the accent was rubbish.
Thank you. I'm not an accent person at all.
Do you know who Dame Edna is? I'm just checking.
Not 100%.
What?
It's fine.
I think they're in this country at least, they're like the most famous Australian person.
Oh no, I know who Dame Edna is.
Okay, you said you weren't sure. Okay, we're gonna find out.
After I did the impression, I knew who it was.
Okay. So, we have had Nick. Let's say that your opponent. Did I say who your opponent was going to be?
Alright.
Okay, so Nick, your opponent in this round is going to be Alan. So, Alan, you will be up next. Let's find a character for you. Let's say you are going to be Donald Trump. You are Donald Trump, my favourite fictional character. And let's see what you're doing. Donald Trump, and you are snorting cannabis seeds. You are Donald Trump, you are snorting cannabis seeds. And here you go.
I'm good at snorting cannabis seeds. Some would say I'm the best. I'm a very stable snorter of cannabis seeds. I know that this is medically good for you because I have a very big brain. It's bigger than most doctors. And let's face it, I must be high off my tits all the time because it's the only thing that explains me as a person.
There you go. Well done, Alan. So, audience, who did you think did the better impression there? Right, Trump or Alan if you're voting for Alan, or right, Dame Edna or Nick if you're voting for Nick. Just whilst we're getting...
It's terrible. Just give it to Alan, please.
Well, okay. Or is that reverse psychology? I see what you're trying there, Nick. Okay, so just whilst we're waiting for some... Yeah, let's see what votes are coming through. So whilst we're waiting for a couple of votes, Ruth, who do you think you preferred there?
I think Alan it was his voice. Straight away, he had that Trumpism.
Yeah, you just exude Trump, Alan, is what she's saying. Okay. Dave, who would you give it to? Dave has no opinion right now. Dave, who would you give it to? That's no worries.
I didn't hear you say my name, sorry. I'll go with Alan.
Okay, let's see if we've got any votes coming through. So the votes we've got coming through is Steve votes for Trump. Oh, so you're admitting that, are you, Steve? Okay. Jane votes for Alan. Okay. Charlotte. She's giving another character. Philip on Facebook says, that was quite an on-point Trump impression. Ha 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 ha, Alan. So that's another for Alan. Jose Finn or Josephine says Alan. Caitlin says Alan, and that is a landslide to Trump. So Alan, you have won there. So Alan advances through. Okay, Ruth, I see you on my screen. You popped up there, so we'll say you are up next. Let's see what characters we've got. And we have that you are going to be Sherlock Holmes. And we're going to say you are Sherlock Holmes eating spaghetti. And here you go.
Watson, indubitably, this spaghetti has been made by a left-handed Albanian with one foot. The foot is the right foot. He's left-handed and he... Yes. He owns a Ford Cortina.
Okay, well done. We will call that one there, Ruth. Okay, so next up, let's have Ruth. You are going to go up against Sam. Let's get a character for Sam. And Sam, you're going to be... okay, let's find someone for you. Martin Luther King having insomnia. So Sam, you are Martin Luther King, you are having insomnia. And in your own time, here you go.
Oh man, this just is not going my way. Every time I think I'm gonna have a dream, I just can't have a dream. I just want to dream, man. I just want to dream.
Okay, there you go. Excellent. So if you want to vote for Martin Luther King, write Sam or Martin Luther King. If you want to vote for Ruth, put Ruth or Sherlock Holmes. I think that was very good use of the have a dream speech on the idea of insomnia. So well done there. I like the Ford Cortina as well. Let's just find out. Max, who would you give that to? Excellent.
I also really enjoyed Sherlock identifying the car, is it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about cars. I enjoyed that.
Okay, let's see what we've got coming through. So, Caitlin says MLK, so Martin Luther King. Steve says Sam. Josephine says MLK. Charlotte says Samuel. Samuel. Okay.
Story behind that name.
I bet there is. I don't want to know what kind of alley it is, though. Okay, but anyway, Jane says Sam wins, and then Philip says, "Can I vote for Ruth and Sam? They were both so good." So thank you, Philip.
Pointless.
Yeah, you can vote, but it achieved nothing. Okay, so we're going to say that Sam, you have advanced there. So Sam, you go through. Next up, we're going to have Dave. Let's get a character for Dave. Let's see who we've got. We have Dave. You are. Oh, this is going to be a good one. You are Joe Exotic smuggling a tiger through customs.
Oh, jeez. I've not been watching that.
Okay, I'll give you another one.
No, I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll give it a go. Give it a go.
Go for it.
Well, let me tell you, customs people, just because I'm bringing in a huge box does not mean I'm containing any illegal animals, okay? Let's just get this through here. No, I just had some extra chili for dinner last night. There's no raw inside this box. Just bring this on through. You want me to open the box? You sure you want me to open the box? Alright, but she ain't gonna like it.
Okay, excellent. Make sure you check out Dave's dedicated I Do Impressions of Animal show another day. Okay, so that was Dave as Sam Exotic, and let's say, Dave, you're going to go up against Jay. Let's find a character for Jay. So
JB the Tiger.
JB the Tiger, I quite like it, but we might take that if there isn't a suggestion coming through, but let's have a look. So, who is Harold Holt? I don't know who that is. Does anyone know who that is?
Yeah, Harold Holt is an Australian, not a very good man.
Okay, well, I don't know that. I don't know who that is. I'm not sure that Jay will know who that is. So let's get something well known.
Under its description there, he's an Australian, not a very good man.
You could have just stopped at Australian, and it would have still made the same sense.
Oh, was he doing like kids shows?
Yeah, he was, of like a wiggle board.
I think it was on the news for now. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, Harold Holt. Oh no, he's the Prime Minister that disappeared.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. Were you thinking of Rolf Harris?
Rolf Harris with the wobble board.
Rolf Harris, the wobble board, yeah.
Oh dear.
Whoopsies.
Nick, are you an actual Australian? Because you didn't know who Dame Edna is.
I forgot.
Okay, so Jay. Let's say you are the mighty Thor. So you are Thor, and you are at the hairdressers. You are the mighty Thor at the hairdressers. Jay, in your own time, go for it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if Jay is still with us.
I like it. I like what you want to do with my hair. I like it. Could you use this? You can just hammer it out. How about this axe? Or horse? How long? You want... Fine. Dreadlocks would be cool.
Okay, excellent. Well done there, Jay. So the question is, who did you think did the better impression there? If you think it was Jay and the Mighty Thor, write Jay or the Mighty Thor. If you felt it was Dave as Joe Exotic, write Dave or Joe Exotic. And whilst we're getting those votes coming through, Alan, who do you give it to?
I think Jay edges it because it's a slightly trickier thing to do.
Okay, yeah, certainly. And who would you give it to, Nick?
Oh, I'd give it to, definitely give it to Dave for Joe Exotic, because I've really been into that show lately. It's great.
I need to check it out. Right,
so what's quite accurate then? That's good to know. I watched it, so I didn't watch it.
You didn't mention Carol Baskin. It wasn't accurate at all.
That's
right.
what I was trying to remember.
Okay, so we've got some votes coming through, and the first vote, Jane says Dave as Joe, Caitlin says Dave, Philip says Jay, Nina says Dave, so it's 3 to Dave, 1 to Jay. Do we have any more votes coming through? Any more votes coming through?
Yeah, Jay's voting for Dave.
Mara says Jay.
Jay, don't vote for me.
Okay, so Mara says Jay. Mara says Jay. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3-2. We'll try and get a little bit more of a decisive victory. So it's either Dave as Joe Exotic or Jay. Oh, Erica says Jay. And so that's all tied up. 3-all. 3-all. Shall we say the next vote will decide it? The next vote will decide. Who goes through? Who goes through? Okay, and there's not another voting time, so we're going to have a rock, paper, scissors once again. So, this is going to be between Dave and Jay, but of course we're going to have to put this onto the group view, just so that we can see you both at the same time. So, once again, we will go rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot. Okay, so make sure you're blindfolded, ready, and I will call it rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, it's both paper. This never works. We're going to come up with a new solution to this another time. We're going to go one more time, though. Here we go. And rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, Jay, you have advanced. So Jay goes through.
Well done, Jay.
Well done. Okay, so we're going to have our last first round, then we're going to move rapidly onto a semi-final and then a grand finale. So we'll still get some more characters coming through. So next up, in fact, can someone choose a character for me, one of the other performers?
Let's go with...
The other one's here.
Porky Pig running for president.
Okay, Porky Pig running for president. Okay, and here I go. Wait, I want to tell you all of my policies, because I think they're tremendous, and when I take over the world, then as for every other country, whether they try to take over us or not, it'll be that's all, folks, for them. And there you go. So that was Porky Pig running for president. So
Trump hands. That's a really nice addition.
that was meant to be curly pigtails, but I did my best. Okay, so let's get a character now for Max. So Max, let's get a character for you, and the character I've got for Max is coming up shortly. Character for Max, I have got, you are Big Bird eating chicken. Oh, sorry, Big Bird cooking chicken. So you were Big Bird from Sesame Street, you were cooking chicken, and here you go.
Delicious. I'm Big Bird.
Okay. Do they not have Sesame Street in Sweden?
We don't have Sesame Street.
Oh man, you should have said.
The Swedish chef is, but I don't know who Big Bird is. But I think that was pretty accurate. I think so. That was it.
There's a strong facial resemblance.
Yeah. Okay, so audience, who do you vote for? Do you vote for put Max or Big Bird if you vote for Max or Big Bird, or put David and Porky Pig if you vote for David? So let's see what the votes coming through. Who do you vote for there, Sam?
Well, I think if you ever have to clarify who you are in an impression, then there's maybe a chance the other person's going to win. So I'm going to go for David.
Okay. And Jay, who do you give it to this time?
Fair point.
I'm going to give it to David.
Okay, so let's see what votes we've got coming through. Oh, so Erica says Max, so Big Bird has the first vote. Josephine says I loved Max as Big Bird, so you may steal this away from me. Jane says David wins, so funny. Caitlin says Porky Pig. Philip says David, so I've overtaken 3-2. Let's see if there's going to be any more votes coming through, because it could all still be tied up within a single vote. So, any more votes coming through?
Remind the voters that David had an unfair advantage because he knew who he was impersonating.
Well, he could have spoken up, Al. He could have spoken up. Right, okay, so Caitlin says Big Bird was amusing though, but that isn't a change to her already given vote. Fia says Max, so it is tied up. So let's see. Will there be one more vote? One more vote. One more vote to tie it up. We're going to give it 5 seconds and then we'll go to rock, paper, scissors. Okay.
That's
So
such a solid system.
yeah, well, it's the best way of doing anything.
We're a pure meritocracy, Sam.
There's not going to be any swinging chads in this. Right, so let's see what we've got. Okay, and I think we're going to have to go to rock, paper, scissors. So, Sam, can you call this for us?
Of course I can, not a problem.
Right, I don't know if I've got a blindfold, so I'll do my best.
If you blind yourselves
Ready?
some way, shape or form.
Yep.
Okay, ready, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, you're gonna have to try again, you both did scissors.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You can't choose fire, Max.
What? Come on!
What? He chose
I'm
fire?
sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Are we going again, or is that...
No, Max is disqualified. David, you're through.
Okay, so I will go through there. We're going to come up with a new system to decide these ties because it's getting painful here today. Right, so 2 more rounds just to get to the very end. So first up will be Jay and Sam. Let's get a few more characters coming through. We've got one here. So, Jay, you are Fred Flintstone learning that his wife has cheated on him. Jay, you are...
Unmute. You're mute. Unmute, Jay.
Jay, there you go. You're Fred Flintstone. You are learning that his wife has cheated on him, and here you go.
What? Wilma? That's not right. No. I just have to run away. I'll just run away. Barney, come with me. I'm gonna get the house. No. Wilma will not cheat on me.
Okay, we'll pause that one there. So, disbelief. That's the cheating from Wilma. But let's see what we've got for Sam. Sam, you're going to be... Oh, I like this one. John Wick fostering a cat. So, Sam, you are John Wick fostering a cat. And in your own time, here you go.
I haven't seen this film. Come here, little kitty. Come here, little kitty. Come here. Oh, look at the little puss. I love the little puss. Oh, he's such a nice little cat. Oh, there he is. Look at that over there. He's such a nice little cat. I was also in The Matrix, Keanu Reeves.
Okay, well done. So, we have our performances. So, if you thought it was Jay, put Jay or Fred Flintstone. Or if you thought it was Sam, put Sam or John Wick. So, let's see what the votes coming through are. So, Jay is recommending people vote for Sam, if you can see his thumbnail screen at the top. Ruth, who do you give it to?
Sorry, what was that?
Ruth, who do you give it to?
Well, I say it's Jay. I think Jay. Sorry, Sam, but I agree with you.
No,
Jay.
Okay, so let's see. We've got a couple of votes coming through. So the first vote, Jane says Sam, and Caitlin says Jay. So it's 1 apiece. Let's just see if there's any more votes coming through whilst we're waiting. Max, who do you give your vote to?
Well, I thought Sam was really, really good, but he didn't give me his vote, so I'm going for Jay.
Oh, a burn there. That fire has come back to burn you, Sam. Okay, so Mara says Jay, Philip says Jay. I think... Oh, there is another that says Sam. Fia says Sam. So, either Sam is going to tie it up with the next vote, or we'll say that Jay has it. Is there one more vote coming through? Okay, we're going to give it 5, 4. Get your votes through. 3, 2, 1. No more votes coming through. So, Jay, you have advanced into the tournament. So, well done, Jay. You have made it through to the finale. So, next up, we will have
Sam's vote for himself came just a bit too late.
Oh. Too late, Sam. Okay, so next up, it'll be myself and Alan in the other semi-final. Can one of our other performers choose a character that's been suggested for me, please?
I think I saw Ariel shaving her head. Or Rapunzel shaving her head.
Rapunzel shaving her head. Okay, so I am Rapunzel. I am shaving my head, and here I go. Well, I'm fed up in this castle. All these guys are climbing up my hair, it's splitting all of my ends, and they just don't take the hint. I'm not interested. Oh, another one is climbing up right now. Right, you've asked for it. Bye! And there you go. That was my impression. So, I shaved my head a couple of weeks ago, and it's becoming useful for improv. So, that's that. Let's now get a character for Alan. Let's see what suggestions of characters we've got for Alan. Okay, suggestions of characters. We need one more suggestion. See if we've got something else coming through. You've already been Donald Trump, or we've already had Donald Trump, I think. So, let's see who else we've got. Kermit the Frog, that's a regular one. We'll see if we've got one other that we haven't used. New suggestions at the bottom. The Queen moving to Canada. I quite like that. So, Alan, you are the Queen moving to Canada. And in your own time, here you go.
My loyal subjects, my husband and I are very nearly dead. And having spent 90 years in this shithole, we're off to have some fun before the final curtain is rung down. We're going to Canada, where the people are polite, the food is good, and the air is clean. And I would like to say, as a final word to all of my loyal subjects, fuck all y'all.
Okay, excellent. Wow. So, audience, you need to put the vote. If you're voting for Alan as the Queen, write Alan or the Queen. Or if you're voting for me as Rapunzel, write David or Rapunzel. And as we're waiting for those votes to come through, let's just find out. First of all, Jay, as you are already in the final, who do you think did better there? Who are you eyeing up as competition for the grand finale?
It's very difficult because both of you did really well.
Okay, so a diplomatic answer there. Diplomatic answer. Nick, who are you giving your vote to?
I'm giving it to Alan. Sorry, David.
Okay, so Nick had to leave the show, but no, I'm joking. Okay, we've got some votes coming through. So, we've just missed. We could have had Peter Cook in lockdown, which would have been quite fun. But let's see. We're having Erica votes for Alan. Mara votes for Alan. Thea votes for the Queen. This is almost a landslide. Jane votes for David. Caitlin puts 3 crowns, which is obviously Rapunzel, who is a princess. So I'm going to take that one. Philip says Alan. Josephine says the Queen. And Bigfoot in New York says Caitlin. So Alan, you have advanced through to the final. That is quite decisive there. So Alan and Jay, you are in the finale to find out who will be the Extreme Improv XStreamed champion for today. So the thing I just want to remind everyone at home is to just suggest some final characters for this final round and some unusual things for them to be doing. And as those votes are coming through, I just want to thank everyone for taking their time to watch us during the lockdown. This is our first matinee show of it, and it's been a rollicking success, I would say so. And it's been good because we've been able to have some people from time zones who otherwise may not have been able to play with us. Just as these last suggestions.
11:30 at night here. Yeah.
There you go, rocking it late night. But yes, I'd just like to remind everyone, if you can, take a moment to click like on the Extreme Improv Facebook page. That way you'll be able to see when these shows are coming up again. And all of the other, we've got all kinds of content that we do in the week. And eventually we'll have live shows again. But also go over to the YouTube channel and click that subscribe button. We've got lots of places. We've had Facebook and Twitter and YouTube where suggestions are coming from. We're also on Twitch and Mixer, so lots of places where you can see these shows. So now we have got some suggestions, I think, coming through. Caitlin says, "Oi!" I don't understand what that was about, but oi, basically, stop it, both of you.
Stealing the vote.
Could be. Okay, so Queen Bee cleaning. Who do we know who Queen Bee is?
Is that from The Masked Singer,
Or is it Beyonce?
It could
I
be
think it's Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Okay, so let's say Alan, you are Beyonce, and you are cleaning the bathroom.
Okay.
And in your own time, here you go.
Well, before I clean the bathroom, I better get these rubber gloves on. I've got to bend down to clean the sink. Fuck it, that's my full experience of Beyonce.
That was epic. Well done, Alan. Okay, that was brilliant. I loved it. So, final character we will now get, and this is for you, Jay. So, the character I've got coming up is we have Kim Kardashian entering the convent. So, Kim Kardashian entering a convent. So, we just missed out there on Martha Stewart at a shooting range, but we are going to say that you are Kim Kardashian entering a convent. So, Jay, in your own time, here you go.
Oh, like a virgin sister. What? No bags. No bags. No makeup. A habit? Can it be a sparkly habit? Can no nails? Oh, forget it. I'm leaving this thing.
Okay, well done! That was...
Of Kim Kardashian, I'm sorry.
No, that was great. That was actually scarily similar to the reaction of Fred Flintstone finding out that Wilma had cheated on him.
I know.
Okay, so audience, put Jay or Kim Kardashian if you liked Jay as Kim Kardashian, or put Alan as Queen Bee Beyonce Knowles if you liked Alan as Beyonce. So we're going to see what the vote's coming through. But first, let's hear from our other performers. Who do you give that one to, Nick?
Jay.
Okay, it's a definitely easier name to chant than Alan. Okay, but Dave, who do you give it to?
Alan.
Okay, Sam, who are you chanting for?
Oh, it's a really tough one. Alan had the dance moves. Jay had the same facial hair as Kim Kardashian. It's a really tough one. But I think I'm just about going to edge it to Alan.
Okay, Ruth, who are you giving it to?
You're on mute, Ruth.
I was just saying it is really, 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 really hard. Torn between the two. Alan, I'm with you.
Oh, okay. So, I think we've got enough votes coming through. Let's see what the votes coming through are. So, we've got Caitlin says Jay, Erica says Alan, Jane says Jay, Fia says Jay, Brittany says L, which is interesting. Mara says Jay, Erica says Annie has to clean the bathroom for real in a mo. So, this is either going to be an epic win prize for you, Alan, or it is going to be something you don't want. Okay, Philip says Jay. He is, he's saying Jay. Josephine says Alan didn't really have the hips for it. Well, those hips don't lie. But I vote for him. And Jane says Sam's funny, lol. So, Sam, somehow you got a vote. But I think I'm going to call that Jay. You have won today. So, well done, Jay. Speech.
Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you. Love from the Philippines. Love.
Woo.
Okay, so I'm going to put us all back onto onto gallery view so we can all be seen again. I would like to thank every one of our performers who have performed with us today. I will just, whilst we have the audience there, if you want to give any final thoughts whilst we do our wrap up, once we've got to the end of that, I will read out any final comments you want to give, any messages to our performers, any funny messages to each other, anything you just want to share with the world. Write it in your comments now and I will read them in a moment. But for now, let's find out where we can follow everyone. So Sam, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Sam George Performer. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and now YouTube at Samuel O. George.
Oh, George. Okay.
I did a video earlier today.
You did a video earlier today?
Yeah, my newest video. I've got 3 on there now.
Oh, so check that out whilst it's hot. Okay, Max, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Mindmelt, or website, mindmelt.se if you read Swedish.
Oh, do you want to just hold that up again? Because I was just going to make it so people could see it. You need to speak as well so you take the screen.
Can you read what I write?
Yes, we can. Okay.
Wonderful.
Alan, where can we find you?
Cleaning the bloody bathroom, apparently. The next thing I'll be doing is this Saturday, the 18th. We'll be doing an all-day Doctor Who convention on YouTube. That's if you go to Twitter at 20convid, CONVID. That's the convention. It's a virtual convention. It's going to be online. We've got Mitch Ben doing live comedy at 8 o'clock, and Extreme Improv is going to be doing something as well. So tune in for that if you like Doctor Who or comedy or are just bored shitless like that.
Okay, fantastic. Ruth, where can we find you?
I'm locked down somewhere. I don't know. No, at Ruth Curtis Acts is my Twitter handle. I'm on Facebook, Ruth Curtis. Just go to my website, ruthcurtis.co.uk. That's all the links and things on there, and my show reel and things like that.
Okay, Sam, do you want to just say hello and wave to the camera? Because I feel bad I didn't put you on the big screen.
Hello!
Well done.
It literally didn't show you. That's amazing.
It showed me doing that.
Screw this place, who needs it?
Okay, Nick, where can we find you?
You can just follow me on Instagram as Nicholas_Joy99, which is just my personal one. Or you can follow my other job. I'm a karaoke host. You can follow that at Nick the Cube Karaoke Guy.
Ooh.
All one word.
Okay, fantastic. Dave, where can we find you?
On Twitter, I'm at Dave Reno, and I have something coming up this week, which should be good fun, so I invite everyone to come and join Disco Dave's Friday Night Music Quiz I'll be doing on Facebook Live this Friday at 8 PM BST, and I'm going to put the link to the event in the comments now.
Okay, so the link is in the comments now, so you can find that.
Comments. Sorry, you should be.
Yeah. Well, it should appear on the side of the screen in the chat. So if you're watching this, it should pop up. Okay, Jay, where can we find you? Our current reigning and defending Extreme Improv XStreamed champion for today.
You can find me on Bald Guy Science or Bald Guy Art Space or on Clutch Inc. Improv, or you can follow the pages of 1.5 Men. That's my improv group.
1.5 Men. I like the sound of it. Okay, so I will just say that my name is David Pistansky. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and maybe other things by following David Pistansky, Pustansky, and I'd also just like to reiterate one final time for the show. Please go onto youtube.com/Extreme Improv, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be able to automatically get all of these shows and things. We've got about 5 or 6 of these shows that we've done. We've got podcasts that we've recorded. We've got podcasts about movies, podcasts about professional wrestling, podcasts about travel. That's the Jet Lagged and Loving It podcast, and lots of other things. You can also find all of the links to the podcasts, see the videos, and so on and so forth at facebook.com/Extreme Improv. So, until next time, guys, I want to say thank you very much from all of us. Just because I forgot it last time, let's bring it up. So we have a championship belt, which... Oh, can I find it? Just moving it up. So There you go, Jay, you get a championship belt on you on the screen now, and everything else is dancing about crazily. So, well done, you. And let's see what final comments we have from the viewers for today. Did they write anything after all of that? So, Philip says, great job, Jay. And Jane Martin says, yay, well done, Jay, with several thumbs up. She also says, fantastic show, thanks one and all. Caitlin says, nice work, Nick. Steve says, lots of fun, guys, well done. Looking forward to playing with you tonight at 9. So Steve is going to be one of our newbies, one of our special guests. Just like we had so many special guests. If you are a performer, if you're a comedian, actor, improviser, do by all means get in touch with the Extreme Improv Facebook page, because we could have you on a future episode. And Philip says, it was a wonderful show. Congrats, everyone. Dave Green says, come join with my Friday night music quiz this coming Friday at 8 p.m. BST. And I think the event is just called Disco Dave's Friday Night. I can't read out the whole web. 218343029, so on and so forth. Okay, Josephine says, thank you for the show. Fierce says, in Swedish next time for all. Who said oobagoo? Oh, Sam. Okay, in fact, Max, can you just say something in Swedish? How would you thank the people in Swedish?
Tack så sjukt jävla mycket för att ni var här, toppstollar.
Okay, one more time, just on the big screen.
Tack så hemskt mycket för att ni var här. Kul att ni tittar och kommer med förslag.
Okay, and Jay, I don't know, what language, Filipino, is that the correct language?
Filipino.
Okay, so give a message to the people in Filipino.
Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat sa panonood ninyo. Sana po ay mag-subscribe kayo sa channel ng Extreme Improv.
Ah, like it. Okay, and Alan, just a bit of Russian? Okay, and that is quite enough of that. So we're all going to say goodbye and wrap this thing up in different languages for you now. So until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.
Aboriginal Australian.
Alright, yes, do you know any Australian? G'day, mate. You flaming galahs. Bye for now, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. We're going to go now. And bye.
The Swedish Ryan Stiles, everybody.